Hi. So, this is my Aunt Effie again, and today I'm talking about this really awesome book called Our Missing Hearts. It is by Celeste Ng, and she is also the person who wrote Little Fires Everywhere. She's a wonderful author. I just love her. This book was copyrighted in 2022, and so it hasn't been out very long. I suspect she may have written this during the pandemic. That's how the flavor of the book feels to me, based on some of the news articles that came out during the pandemic and other things that were happening. It's a story that is set in the future. It's a future where America has been struggling for quite a while. Things kind of went to heck in a handbasket, and some things were put into place to make things better. And in order to make sense of everything, America needed to blame somebody. And in this scenario, we have decided to blame Chinese people. It has a little bit of a 1984 feel to it, and it's just kind of like an ambiance of 1984. And the government has got a real stranglehold on the people, just like it did in that book. So the people who cannot conform are made to conform by being weeded out. They are either refused service, so they cannot enjoy the goods and services that other people enjoy, or they are disappeared, or they are just simply shut up. And one of the ways that the government shut people up in this book is if you did not conform, or maybe your children weren't completely conforming and acting right, or if there was a little bit of Orientalness showing up in your children in any way, maybe an Oriental face or an Oriental idea, with mixed children, if there was a little bit of eye or a little bit of facial structure, then they would be very much at risk. And the government would decide that the children were unsafe and in the home because there wasn't enough conformity going on, and they would take the children away and place them in another household where they could be more thoroughly indoctrinated in the value systems of the time. So that's a good way to shut somebody up, is to make them feel like they are at risk of losing their children. And a lot of children were lost and rehomed. So this book is really about how we look away instead of looking at things straight on, how we comply, and the huge price that we pay if we do look away and if we do comply. The story is about a boy named Bird and his extremely courageous mother, Margaret, who puts herself in a position to help others, to help other children, to change the future. The price that she pays for that, and the price that her son, Bird, pays for that. It's a wonderful book. I recommend it. If you've loved her other work, then I think you'll love this. It is a book club book, and there were other people in the book club who didn't feel this way. They didn't enjoy the book as much as some of her other writing, but I did. And it's a deep story. It touches the humanness in us, just like her other work does. And I guess that's all I have to say about that. This is my Aunt Effie saying goodbye. See you next time.